So the Indianapolis Colts, they went 4-12-1 last year. They did not make the playoffs. Some notable losses include Matt Ryan, Paris Campbell, Matt Pryor, Yannick Ngakoue, Bobby Okereke, sorry if I mispronounced that, Stephon Gilmore, Isaiah Rodgers, Rodney McLeod Jr. Some notable additions include Anthony Richardson, Josh Downs, and Julius Brents. They go from tied the 26th in strength of schedule to 29th. And there's Shane Steichen is the new head coach, the former offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. So what do we think about the Colts?
This is another one of those teams I'm always kind of a little biased to just because I have family from Indiana. But boy, this is another bottom feeding team this year. And I am going to get probably ousted from the family. But I was looking over their schedule until their bye week. So they have a week 11 bye. There is a strong possibility that this team could be 0-10 going into their bye week. That they open up at Jacksonville. Okay. That's an L. Then they host Houston at home. So that that's a question mark. You got two rookies going at it. I have CJ Stroud ranked a little bit higher than Anthony Richardson, so I would give the edge there. Then they go to Baltimore, then they host the Rams and Titans, and they go to Jacksonville. I mean, there's just I think the next closest thing I could see is week 9 where they travel here to Carolina to take on the Panthers, another rookie quarterback. That one, that's a toss up. I know Bryce Young went number one, but I didn't have him as number one. Um, yeah, that's probably not going to give me a lot of family love saying that 0-10 going into the bye week, but heck, we just went down the losses. I mean, they lost a couple veteran guys and they didn't really bring in anybody to replace them. New head coach, new system. I'm sure he's gonna want to put his stamp on things and want to get, especially with a rookie quarterback. Um, you could probably tell us more about Steichen. But yeah, I don't have high hopes for him. I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, that's gonna be my hot take. They're gonna be 0-10 going into their bye week.
I could see that. Like, I didn't know it was possible to take a step back if you were 4-12 last year, but I think they take a step back and they'll win maybe 3 games, if that. But they just, like you said, lost a ton of veterans and didn't bring in anybody to replace them. Like, an Anthony Richardson isn't proven. He's a rookie. And when you don't have a great receiving core or anything with a rookie quarterback, he's going to struggle. And who knows what's the Jonathan Taylor situation is going to be. So they're not going to be good.
So I will comment on Steichen. I like his scheme. See, so Nick Sirianni doesn't focus a ton on like once on the offensive or the defensive side. It's kind of like Mike Tomlin in a way and John Harbaugh. They're kind of there to help everybody out. They're not there to help like one specific side of the ball. Steichen was the offensive side of the ball. Brian Johnson's the new offense coordinator for the Eagles. So, and Brian Johnson knows Hurts. They've known each other, I'm pretty sure, since high school. So I don't expect like anything to change with the Eagles. But Steichen is a very good offensive mind. His style of offense is great for the future of the game because it relies upon the run game and it relies upon mobile quarterback and a good offensive line. That's the issue, though. You need very good at every of those position groups. The Colts don't have that. Their offensive line took a huge step back last year. I think it had to do with Quentin Nelson's injury. Um, I mean, that whole offensive line relies upon Quentin Nelson. You take him out, that offensive line is arguably the worst in the entire league. You add him in, they're one of the best in the league. Jonathan Taylor, who knows if he's even going to play this year, honestly. And based off of Jim Irsay's comments, I wouldn't want to play for them either. I don't think anyone would. I mean, since Dan Snyder or it sold the Commanders, is Jim Irsay the worst owner in all of football? It probably is. Um, Anthony Richardson, he has a very high ceiling because of his athletic ability, but he didn't do anything in college. There was some bright spots here and there, but look at what same thing happened to Mitch Trubisky. Look at Mitch Trubisky when he before he entered the league, he didn't play that much at North Carolina. He was like what one of the fewest played games of any top five quarterback taken. Like there's just so many questions. I wouldn't be shocked if they went 0 and 17 because I don't know how this team wins a game anywhere. Um, I think teams like Jason, you were saying between Houston and Carolina, those were the question marks. I think those teams are built better and by a huge margin. I think, and I do think Steichen is a solid head coach. I think I'm very happy that he is a head coach somewhere. But wow, they really didn't do anything. Yes, I could have put Gardner Minshew in the notable additions, but is he really a notable addition? He didn't even do much for Philly last year. Um, and I went to the game. I watched Gardner. Gardner looked awful against the Saints. Now they had a top five defense. I get that. And he played the Cowboys, who are also like a top 10 defense at the time. Um, I don't know how this team is any good. I don't know how they're good enough to win a game. So the defense side, you got DeForest Buckner still. You got Shaq Leonard. I love those two. Those two are key staples on that defense. But man, I don't know that this team. Good luck. If somehow they ended up winning 10 games, 9 games, something like that, it's because Anthony Richardson looks like rookie Cam Newton or RG3 his rookie year. That's really it. And Jonathan Taylor plays. Because if Jonathan Taylor doesn't play, the entire offense just goes kaput. I mean, Kareem Hunt is trying out. He's flying into Indianapolis. I assume as we speak. But you want to replace Jonathan Taylor with Kareem Hunt? I think Kareem Hunt is an excellent athlete. I think he's an excellent running back. But we're talking about Jonathan Taylor, who led the league in rushing yards just the season prior to this past. So good luck to Indianapolis. They also have Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman Jr. So I guess that's nice big bodies. I don't think that works in a Steichen offense. Steichen's offense, you need route runners. AJ Brown was an excellent route runner. Devontae Smith's arguably one of the best route runners in the entire league. So very different receiving core that Steichen has to work with. Good luck to Indianapolis Colts fans. Honestly, this might be a worse year than last year.